What's up, guys? Shit has only gotten worse and worse and worse. I don't fucking get it. I could understand if this hell was coming a few weeks after I cut my meds, but 2 months later, this is nuts. I'm exhausted. My anxiety is spiraling so bad I can barely breathe. My depression goes on and off. My depression goes on if I start getting. Yeah. Depression goes off and on. Depression's okay right now. But the anxiety just sits in me like crazy. Everything's so out of control right now. Ugh. That's fucking bright. There you go. I moved one fucking bulb, now I can't see shit. My brain and body, I literally wake up. This is like years ago, where I wake up fucking shaking. And it's like the inner shaking. A lot of people are asking me questions about withdrawal and are these symptoms normal? Are these symptoms normal? Almost everything is normal in benzo withdrawal. But if you're worried about it, I'm not. I'm not the doctor. I would definitely get checked out. I have a plan to go get checked out again. Probably another MRI. And luckily, I'm not really having heart issues right now. It's surprising. Take my pulse. Let's see what it is. I don't normally take my pulse anymore. But sitting down, it's 81, 82. Pretty normal for me. 80, 81. I always like it to be lower, but it is what it is. Hey, Champion Wade. No, things have gotten out of fucking control. And what scares me the most, and that keeps my anxiety spiraling, is I have no idea why things are getting so fucking bad 2 months after I taper. Makes no sense. I don't take my heart rate too much. It was really bad off of benzos, but of course, I got ripped off of benzos. And those were the days when my nervous system was good. So being ripped off benzos and being as sick as I was, I could only imagine what it would be like now. I literally contemplate just I can't think of the word. Uh, just ditching my fucking meds and suffering. And I know that's a bad idea, but I am just getting really bad. I can't imagine doing this for another few years or more, probably more. But when I'm this bad, I can't even think about tapering again. I can't even fathom it. Like next month, I should taper. Be 3 months at the end of December. And there's no way. There's just no way I'll be at that point because I'm so fucking bad right now. It's definitely an acute type situation. And I shouldn't be after, I think it's like 5 years and 3 months off of benzos and tapering fucking Remeron. Let me see. Off benzos for 5 years, 3 months, 10 days. It's been 2 months and 2 days since I tapered to 1.1. And I'm just getting worse. Way worse. And I'm scared. Trying to still live my life, it's so fucking hard. No matter what, I always have to work. No matter what acute situation I'm in, I have to work. This is no fucking life. My girlfriend thinks I should just stop taking the meds. At this point, I don't even blame her for saying it. Pisses me off, but I don't fucking blame her. Because it's like, the problem is, though, I have nobody to pay my bills. I have nobody to pay my bills. So I can't go through an extreme acute cold turkey with a really horrific nervous system and work at the same time. So I just have to keep doing what I'm doing. But at this point, I'm going through acute and feeling completely hopeless. At this point, I don't know what to do. It's bad. It's bad. I don't know why. I don't see why I'm suffering so bad 2 months after a cut. I am going for a COVID test tomorrow, just in case it's COVID. I wish I would have went today, but there was nothing open to do it. So I got to go tomorrow. Late afternoon to top it off, so I won't get results for days after that. But at least if it was COVID, I would know what the fuck was going on. Why my nervous system is just freaking out. Because this just feels like getting pulled off of benzos, just not as bad, but this is ridiculous. No, and I don't plan to. I wanted to when I feel better, but at this point, there's no way. I'm due for it, but I got the one shot, which was fine, and then they said I should get a fucking booster shot 2 months later. It's like, well, it's been 3 months since I got that fucking shot. I think. Honestly, I don't know if I have that on here. No, I have. The vaccine was 3 months and 10 days ago. And there's no way I'm going in for a fucking shot. I don't know. I don't think I could handle it. Even when I fucked up the Remeron, my head wasn't this bad. But then I updosed too, so But can my head really be this bad after a taper 2 months later? I mean, it was almost 10%, and that's usually not what I do. Not too much. I didn't feel well, and I had really bad sensory issues for about 2 weeks. And that was it. But my sensory issues right now are so fucking bad, way worse than the shot itself. I just can't afford to have them worse. I can barely walk straight because my head is so messed up. Like my whole world is so fucking bizarre. Seriously not sure what to do. People are starting to get pissed off at me around me. Hey, I'm sure it's the Remeron. Honestly, if I was off this drug, I know I'd be a lot better. But the thing is, does it make sense that 2 months after a cut, it could still be getting worse? That's the thing that freaks me out. I'm not physically getting worse. I'm actually physically getting better. The only thing that's revving my physical up is my anxiety because my anxiety is fucking terrible. It's so bad I'm getting paranoid. It's so bad that I can barely fall asleep without my body just vibrating. I don't know how long I should hold before I cut again. I'm not gonna cut now. No, no fucking way. But at this rate, I won't be off the Remeron for even 4 more years, and it's only at 1.1 milligrams. Fuck. And at this rate, too, I probably have to buy a lab grade scale and start doing cuts between grams. Because right now, my little scale can only do 1 gram at a time. So my percentages are getting higher and higher the lower I go. If I get a lab scale, I could probably go between grams and do like 6% cuts versus 10 or 12 or 14, or the higher it gets is the lower I go. So I might have to do that. I might have to bust out $500 on a scale, which would suck. But if this is from cutting and nothing else, man. Oh, tell me more, because honestly, if that's really the way it is, then at least I know where it's coming from. The thing is, I was cutting before and it wasn't this bad, but once I had to updose because I fucked up and tapered too much, that was stupid. I should have never done that, but I did. And now my nervous system's even more weak. So I took 7 months off from cutting, and then I cut 2 months, 3 days ago, and I started feeling I got really sick too. They claimed it wasn't COVID, but whatever, I got really sick. And it's been about a week and a half since I've been feeling better from that. But now my head just keeps getting worse, and my anxiety is getting way worse now, which seems really bizarre because things were getting better. So I don't see why my head and all my sensory issues are completely out of control. All my symptoms are just out of control. I don't get it. Well, at least you're off. Congratulations. I can't wait to that day. At what point did you jump? I'd be afraid. I'd probably go all the way down to like 0.3. But at this point, people are getting pissed at me and don't want to be with me anymore because I'm so sick all the time. I can't even live a regular life. All I have to do is continue to try to work. And that's no fucking way to live. But that's what I got to do. I have nowhere to go, where I wouldn't have to pay bills. So it's like I'm fucked. I know it has to do with Remeron. It's Remeron. It's originally from being pulled off benzos 5 years ago. That destroyed my CNS. And then I got put on Remeron. I've been tapering Remeron slowly for years. And now it's to a point where, do you think 2 months after a taper that I should still be getting worse from that? To me, that seems really fucked. I make too much money for disability. That's the thing. They just look at my bank account, see that I'm working, and honestly, there's nothing I have wrong that they could say. Good to see you, by the way. There's nothing in the books that say I need to be on disability. Benzo withdrawal is bullshit in their eyes. And coming off of Remeron should be fucking a breeze, so they don't care about that. My visual issues, I have got an appointment on Tuesday, so that's neurological. So I'm going back into the doctors for that. But as of right now, there's really nothing I can do to get on disability. But at this point, I've got no real diagnosis other than fibromyalgia, and that's bullshit. They won't give you shit for that. And it's like, do I want to fight for years to try to get it? I don't fucking think so. Not right now. I mean, if I can get the neurologist doesn't believe me, so that doesn't help. But I'm going to see the neurologist again soon. I'll probably end up getting in the fucking MRI again. But it's probably about time I get a new one anyway. Even though my anxiety is just going to kick my fucking ass when I do that. Oh my God. But I'm not cutting. That's it. After today, I'm not cutting again. Everything I try to do to calm down my nervous system, it always kicks back at me, It's fucking brutal. I am getting a COVID test tomorrow, though, just in case. It's like I pray that it's COVID, just so I have a reason of why everything's so insane. Did you have go to before two? I have no idea what you just said. Go before two? Yeah, I did, but I didn't know what it was. I was just always in pain. I didn't get diagnosed with fibro until benzo withdrawal. And since they didn't believe that benzo withdrawal, they just diagnosed me with fibro. But I've always had the issue. I've always had physical issues, some sort of mental issue, but nothing crazy. I ended up having visual snow issues when I was younger, but it wasn't really thick like it is now. And I know the Remeron is scratching at my nervous system all the time and making my neurological issues way worse. Yeah, I've heard that too, but I don't think that's an issue. I've lived in so many places, and it's, you know. At one point, it would have made sense because I lived in a house that had kind of a lot of mold. So, I mean, I don't know. But I have had visuals, neurological issues for a long time. Mad. God, I'm going to Google that. You're making me laugh today. You're mad. Aesthetics. Ah, I needed you here today just to say hi. Are you talking about a drug called nicotinamide adenine? I can't even see this. No, I've never had that. I'm sorry, aesthetics. I've been in hell. My anxiety has gone into the stratosphere, and I can barely walk without wanting to cry because it's so hard for me to like see. Yeah. Mentally, I'm just falling apart. I'm still wondering why I'm getting worse at 2 months after my taper. I mean, I just don't think that's normal. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it was almost a 10% cut of Remeron. So maybe my body's just freaking out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My depression's actually a little better today, but my anxiety's a lot worse. I don't know which one I hate worse. Ugh. We should just talk on the phone sometime. Fucking A. Where do you live, Aesthetics? I talk to a lot of people on here, so if you've told me in the past, I don't remember. I wish. I don't know how to get out of the spiral. Puerto Rico, that's part of. Oh, your English is pretty good, but Puerto Rico, is that part of America? United States? I'm kind of an idiot. Hi there. I would love to visit Puerto Rico. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, yeah, your English is pretty damn good. Don't you worry. Well, you just made a cut too, but shouldn't be kicking in too hard, too much yet. Little bit. I always found that my worst was like a week and a half later, but then again, I'm here 2 months later and things are getting worse, so I don't know. I haven't went anywhere. Switzerland would be amazing. God. I'll meet you there. How about that? Boy. Wouldn't that be amazing? I'd like to just go anywhere. I want to be sane enough to get on an airplane and go somewhere. I was actually getting to that point at once. And then I fucked up Remeron. And now everything's a fucking disaster. I just don't know why I'm in such an acute stage. Everything in my eyes are flashing. And my nervous system's shaking. The more tired I am, the more it shakes. It's always been like that for me. Literally, I'll wake up and my brain will be shaking. It's fucking terrible. It's shit I used to deal with years ago. Shouldn't be dealing with it now. I'm a fucking veteran at this bullshit now. I shouldn't be still at this point. Hence why my girlfriend can't fucking blame her. But goddamn, what am I gonna do? Fucking live on my own and pay all the bills? And how am I gonna fucking do that? I would literally have to stop tapering. At this point, I'm stopping tapering. I'm going to cut off here in about 5 minutes. Yeah, totally. Oh, I'm cutting out of here in a few minutes. Good to see you, Scott. I mean, does it make any sense that I should be getting worse 2 months after I cut? How do you do a 3%? I gotta get a lab grade scale. That's what I need to do. I need to get between grams. Going from 1.1 to 1.0 nearly is killing me. I need to do like a 6%. And that's easy to, like, I figured out how to figure that out mathematically, you know. So if I go, let's see. Where did I put that? No, that's visuals. I gotta label everything. So if I go 1.1 minus 6%, that's 1.034. Okay, I need to get a scale that can make me get to 1.034 because mine sure in hell doesn't do that. And I'm pretty sure a lab grade scale would. Yeah, no shit, right, aesthetics? But at this point, I need to survive and live too. I don't want to be on this shit forever, but I also need to work and live and have a life. I know. I said the same thing. I had 2 years, 2.5 years to go, probably. No way. There's no way. I can't taper every 3 months. Not in this. Not when there's not a ton of support. What's only $20? I've got the fucking scales, but not only those $20 scales don't go between grams. And if you can figure out how they do, you'd let me know. If you can teach me a better way without doing liquid, because I won't go there. Jesus fucking Christ. Would you fucking call me, Scott? Call me via Facebook and fucking tell me what you're doing. That's what I have. How do you do it? Because I have it set on G for grams. I actually have two of those scales. And I have it set on G, and literally it'll be at 0.011. And that's it. Let's discuss. You can call me right now. I'll just get off here or stay on here. I just want to be able to go from when I'm tapering again. Let's see. 1.1 to 1.034. That'll be a 6% decrease, and that'll sure in hell be easier than 10. Aesthetics, don't go. I'm just kidding. You have a great evening, and I know it's hard, but we'll be here for each other, okay? You have a good night. And if you're on Facebook, maybe you should friend me sometime. Look for me under this name. And see if you can find me. And if you do, friend me and tell me who you are, because I get a lot of spam. Because I have a feeling your name is not Aesthetics on there. You can always get a hold of me and talk to me there too. But I was actually thinking about getting a fucking lab grade scale. But if I can do it any other fucking way, I'll do it. I'm deleting my full name in a second. I don't know if you saw that. Remove. People always ask me how to taper. And I'm like, I don't know. I just go 1 gram at a time. I go from 1.1 to 1.0, and that's like a 9.3% cut. Boy, brutal. All right, I'm cutting off here. Scott, you can get a hold of me. You know where to get a hold of me. Later.